Welcome in live from Gila River Resorts and Casinos at Wild Horse Pass. It's the PHNX Cardinals halftime show, your premier #1 Arizona Cardinal podcast. Like and subscribe. I'm Johnny Venerable, former Arizona Cardinal wide receiver Brittan Golden. Bo Brock's in the house. And, of course, producer extraordinaire Noah. Arizona Cardinals, despite a nice touchdown from when Michael Wilson, find themselves down big, 23-7, thanks to 2 Jamar Chase touchdown receptions. Bo, we thought the Cardinals might have a chance to keep it close if the offense held up their end of the bargain. Not so much for Jacoby Brissett.
No, not at all. I mean, you have under 100 yards in total offense and just 7 points against the Bengals defense that gives up, on average, 30.5 points per game.
Yeah.
You can't get anything going offensively. We thought, hey, were you going to be able to get off the field at all defensively? And they have. They've had a couple opportunities there, but the offense was not going to show up and play complimentary football or anything of that nature. And the Cardinals, I mean, just nothing positive to kind of glean from this first half of football for the Cardinals.
Well, as you said, right, your defense has a couple of times gotten off the field.
Yeah.
You've found ways to not allow the Bengals to score points, and you've gotten the ball back to your offense, and they go 3 and out, and a quick 3 and out. I mean, had there been 50 seconds on the clock right there, the Bengals have an opportunity to probably go score more points at the end of that. So
it just feels like, I said this during the watch-along, like you've enabled Drew Petzing all season, and now the defense is suffering. And you've got an offense right now that can't score 20 points against a defense in Cincinnati that's among the worst in the NFL. They've got statistically the worst back 7 in the league. The Cardinals, I'm just going to read you some statistics, have not eclipsed 20 points since their overtime loss to the Jaguars. They have not eclipsed 25 points in a game since their loss at Indianapolis, and they have not scored 30 points this season. And for an offense, I get it. You have Jacoby Brissett right now, but you've got Trey McBride, Michael Wilson, and most of the time Marvin Harrison Jr. That's just unacceptable in today's NFL. And they're going to point to injuries, and they're going to say, look who we didn't have available. Cincinnati, Atlanta, and Tampa Bay, teams that you recently faced that you couldn't score over 20 against, have been giving up damn near 30 to anybody.
Right.
So I just – the excuses are going to be out. You know, it's unfortunate Keaton Crawford got carted off with an ankle, but the Bengals are not a good team. Just like the Falcons are not a good team, and the Buccaneers weren't a good team. And, you know, you lose to the Titans earlier this year. You're not a good team, and it's not just because of injuries, Bo.
No, it isn't. I mean, the New York Jets, before they had a fire sale, were able to put up 30-plus points against this Bengals defense. Now, are you going to be able to do that in the second half? I mean, the opportunity is going to be there. You're going to have to find ways off the football field again. But this game feels like it's been in hand since the Bengals were able to easily go down and score on their opening drive, 12 plays. They converted on 3 third downs. And Joe Burrow has now found Jamar Chase not once but twice for 2 easy scores. Well, I mean, Chase did a lot of heavy lifting on his first one, but the second one was just pass and catch. It's just there's uninspired, hapless football out there. It's really unfortunate for Cardinals fans. Like, give them a reason to tune in. We're trying to find those reasons, and still coming up short. It's really unfortunate. It continues to be a further indictment of the current Cardinals team, its coaching staff. You know, how can you make a case? This is just a further evidence that, you know, this team is checked out.
Yeah.
And, you know, as we said, Brittan said on the watch along, like, how early or how long ago was this Cardinals team making plans for the offseason? Because it feels like they're just trying to check a box and get there.
It's just, like you said, it kind of just feels like, guys, it's just like, let's get through this 60 minutes.
Yep.
We got one more week of practice. We got to get through 60 more minutes.
Yep.
And then we can put this in the rearview mirror. I mean, the sad part is you're down big already at halftime, and you know you know the garbage time stats are coming. And
Right.
then it's going to be, well, look, we put up 350 yards of offense, and we did that.
Right.
But it's just a record on repeat at this point. Like, we've seen it. Yes, we know you've put up 300 yards. We know you're throwing the ball downfield. But at this point, again, just like every other game where you've had massive stats, the game has been out of hand.
Yeah.
It's done.
Right.
All right, if you can do this when the game is in hand, early in games and late in games when it matters, when you have an opportunity to win the game, that's something. But when you're putting together 350, 400-yard offensive performances, and 300 of it came in the last quarter and a half against the backups, like you're not doing anything.
I mean, the defense has been bad. But it's been bad for the majority of the second half. The offense has been bad all season.
It's putrid today.
It's terrible.
If Michael Wilson doesn't break a tackle and then tiptoe the sideline for 30 yards, you're punt. Right now, you're punt, touchdown, punt. It's just one more punt in there. It has been embarrassing. You're 0 for 4 on third down. Like we said, this is not they're out there. You feel like you're watching the Legion of Boom play.
Yeah.
And this is a Bengals defense that surrenders 30.5.
Yeah. Let's jump to your super chats here. Appreciate everybody. Hit that like button. A reminder, we'll be back with our second half of the watch along. Tevin Robertson, $4.99. Thank you so much. The only thing that would make me happy would be Trey Breezy getting 117 catches on the year. Fire every coach. And again, they can't even get Trey as targets against the Bengals. That shows you the ineptitude of their play calling.
It's like if you somehow survived Trey having a down week last week and you're in your fantasy championship game, why not put the Cardinals now synonymous with people being pissed off that you can't even feed them in a meaningless game.
Jacoby Brissett only 5 completions in the first half. Meanwhile, Joe Burrow 16 of 22 touchdowns. Chase Brown, which I think we'll see a lot of in the second half, over 100 yards from scrimmage and 6.1 yards per clip. Meanwhile, the Cardinals, 2.3 yards per rush. Asher just showing some support, 199. Appreciate that. I mean, these are the kind of games, and we talked about it, where Jonathan Gannon, the messaging can be consistent from the media and the mouthpieces out there. When you're not competitive and the games are over by halftime, that there's no bigger indictment in today's NFL. Like we're making fun of the Jets. They're losing 35-3. They're actively trying to lose games. The Cardinals, as much as maybe my co-host can disagree sometimes, I think the Cardinals are trying to win. They're just horrible at it. I got people DMing me saying I'm at the game. Cardinals don't even look like they're trying. They don't even look like they're into this. And it is just a huge kind of, negative signal to the fan base that they would even remotely think about running this back.
Yeah. How about Asher jumping in, $4.99 with a super chat? Free donation there. Yeah, we appreciate it, Asher. Thank you. So pissed. I'm sending money. How can they be so complicit? I want an apology from Bidwell and the coaches to resign. What a waste of time.
I mean, What's your prediction? If they're going to get blown out this week, they're going to get blown out against the Rams next week. And then how can they sit Jonathan Gannon up there after the regular season on that Black Monday and pretend everything's fine? And for Monty and Michael Bidwell then to kind of hide in the shadows, there would be no more damning visual than that. Putting Jonathan Gannon up there while everybody else hides and cowers.
It's like we said. Like I was talking about earlier on the watch long, it's you have to part ways at this point, because if you try to run this back next season and it starts off abysmal again, and then you decide to relieve Gannon of duties, exactly what I said. Now, what are you doing now?
Right.
Well, especially if you did not bring in an offensive guru or a defensive guru beforehand, and replaced Petzing and replaced Wallace and gone from there. If you haven't done that, and then you decide to let your head coach go, now the only person you can appoint is a Nick Rallis or a Drew Petzing or a pass game coordinator. And it's like, we talked about that this entire season.
Yeah.
And they would be if you do that next season, you'd be lucky to sell a single ticket.
Yeah. You can't get people hyped up about this product as is. It's a non-consumable product. $4.99, AZ Moses, this team has been the antithesis of going through the motions. No fire, passion. Head coach, coordinators are in way over their heads, clean house. It does feel like the coaching. You're getting out-coached by Zach Taylor.
Yeah.
Joey, $2. Is Heisman Mendoza coming to AZ? I think if the Giants win today and the Cardinals jump up a couple spots, I think there's a decent chance they can get a deal done. They need to. We said this recently. The Cardinals need to trade up for the number 1 pick this offseason to get people back excited.
Right. And the veteran quarterback market isn't one of those that's going to be able to juice up a fan base.
Right.
I mean, are you going to get people back in the seats regardless of how he played last night for Malik Willis?
No thanks.
No. One
Joe Flacco, baby.
Top 5 pick. That ain't doing it, right?
No.
That ain't doing it. Even for the
you've got NFC version of Joe Flacco and Jacoby Brissett.
Right.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true. But I don't think I think Flacco would probably produce a little bit more than Brissett has in this situation. But it really is unfortunate, and you are backing yourself into a corner that is nearly to be able to fight yourself out or dig yourself out. It's nearly impossible.
Quickly, we look around the league. The Steelers-Bengals are about to kick off second half. Bengals clinging live to a 10-6 lead. We'll keep you posted there. And a very, very watchable game. Tennessee leading 20-10 against New Orleans. Both of those, if they hold, would vault the Cardinals up to the 4th draft pick, which would be a blessing from the football gods.
A win for the Titans and a loss for the Saints. I think that bodes well for the Cardinals. I think their strength of schedule should hopefully go down today.
Yeah. Browns have a long way to go, as my co-host has pointed out, and I agree, getting this job done. We are all Shedeur Sanders fans. We're going to be jumping back over to the watch-along. Hit that like button. Subscribe to PHNX Sports as the Cardinals continue to break hearts and, plunder this season away. It's PHNX Cardinals.
We all silly like the mayor.